People sometimes ask, where is Jesus' physical body now? Well, Scripture doesn't really answer that question, and so we can only speculate. We know that Jesus had a physical body when he rose from the dead and appeared physically alive to his disciples, and then he ascended into heaven, and his body left this universe. So how should we understand this? Well, I don't think it means that Jesus went off into outer space to another planet. I think this is a pictorial way of saying that Jesus has exited our four-dimensional space-time continuum, and therefore he is no longer to be found in this four-dimensional space-time manifold that you and I occupy. And therefore, I would say his physical body doesn't appear. Even though he continues to exist, he's not in this space-time continuum, and therefore his physical body is not manifest or apparent in any way. An analogy I like to use is thinking of a tuning fork. If you pluck the tuning fork, you'll hear it set up a hum as it vibrates. Now, if you place that tuning fork while it's still vibrating inside a vacuum jar and extract all of the atmospheric gas, the fork is still vibrating, but there will be no sound. Because in order for there to be a sound, there has to be an atmosphere, there has to be air to transmit those vibrational waves. And in the absence of the air, the tuning fork hasn't changed in any way. It's just not in a medium in which sound will be manifest. And I think that's the way it is with the human nature of Christ. Christ still exists, but he's no longer in a space-time continuum where he will be manifested as a physical body. But the doctrine of Christ's second coming is that someday Christ will return and he will re-enter our space-time continuum, and then his physical body will be once again manifest and apparent, just as if you were to introduce the molecules of air into the vacuum jar, suddenly the hum of the vibrating tuning fork would again become manifest and apparent.